I am in a winning position, I will never sit here and start congratulating myself. I want to try and make that position bigger and bigger and bigger. And only a few traders can actually master that concept. Now, out of all of you beautiful traders watching this video, I want you to be honest with yourself, right? How many times have you actually, found a good setup and then added to your winning positions, right? How many times have you, honestly, how many times have you actually done that, right? Comment down below. And how many times have you seen a losing trade, right? And started adding positions to that losing trade, right? Just, nothing too crazy. Just be honest with yourself, right? Because I know that it's not an easy quality to master, right? Adding to your winning position, it's not everyone that can actually do that, right? But I've been trying for all these, past months to help you have that confidence, right? To tell you that it's actually really good. It's a good quality of a trader to actually be able to add positions to your winning trades, right? Trading shouldn't be comfortable. You will never realize the potential, the full potential of what trading can actually do for you if you're just comfortable like this, right? You have to be uncomfortable. Imagine when you're seeing your trade, going in your direction, and then you're now saying, yeah, let me add another position right to this spot right over here. And then it keeps moving, and then you add. You will never be comfortable with that, right? But then, if you adding positions at the bottom right over there, let's say you are in a long position and the market is going against you, you think that, adding more position, it's a good deal, because you're saying I'm buying it cheaper, right? At the bottom, it's going to be cheap. Let me buy and add more positions so that, it will cover off the loss that I have from the top right over there. And then it just actually goes against you, right? So we're just going to have a little chilled video, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful Friday. What time is it? Right now, it's around 8:30, and we're currently in the Asian session. I'm trying to get a little quick scalp. I have a little $100 account over here that I'm trying to flip, and I have seen a really good, setup right over here on gold. And, I like trading gold with the small accounts, right? Like this. But then I want to use that concept of adding positions to your winning trade, right? Let's see if we can actually, capitalize a little quick scalp because it's the Asian session currently. And, I like trading Nasdaq during the New York session, but then that's couple of hours later. But before we get into all of that good stuff, if you're new to the channel, welcome. We trade Nasdaq over here. If you're returning, welcome back. You already know what's up. Don't forget to hit the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Because when we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to be doing a little giveaway, finding 10 different accounts and giving 10 different subscribers free mentorship. And you guys already see down here below, we are almost hitting that 10,000 subscriber mark. And I have been looking at these comments. Well, it is a beautiful Friday, it is a beautiful Friday morning, and we already know that the market is going to close today, and I am hopeful to get a trade, so that I can place it on my calendar over here to close off the month of June, right? So excluding the trade that I'll probably take today, we've had a total of 12 trades on Nasdaq, right? And you can see that 10 of them were winning trades, and then 2 of them were losing trades, which is actually not bad. And you guys have seen, when I took the losses, I was transparent with you guys. I did tell you, every single trader out there actually takes a loss, right? So don't ever sit down there and think that you're probably the only one who's taking losses. Even with 4 years experience, I do still take losses, and it's very much normal, right? But in overall, we've had a good month, right? So I was talking yesterday, with my team, saying that in as much as a lot of people want to say that, practice makes perfect, right? I was asking, everyone, I don't know if you have seen, that story on my Instagram or not, but I was saying that practicing the correct thing is what actually makes perfect. If you're practicing any random thing, if you're practicing to trade emotions, you're going to perfect the act of trading emotions, right? You're not going to be a profitable trader, right? So indeed, practice makes perfect, but what are you perfecting, right? If you're a trader and you do not journal your trades, that's one start to not practicing a good thing, right? So you can see right over here, I journal every single day, every single trade that I take. I always want to go and sit on my chart, look at it. What kind of setup did I use for this trade? What was I seeing in the market? Why did I take a loss? What had happened? I can go back in history and show you all my trades, jotted down only for Nasdaq, right? I can take a trade on gold, on US30 and play around, but then I trade Nasdaq. I want to perfect the art of trading Nasdaq. Nasdaq. So if I want to do that, right, it's going to show in the actions that I actually take when I am trading the Nasdaq, right? I have an account that I know that in this account, we only take Nasdaq trades. We only use one lot size. We never lose this amount of money. We always do this, that, and the other according to my trading plan. And every single thing is respected. Now, if I keep practicing that, which is the correct thing, right, I am going to perfect that, right? If you want to use that statement, practice makes perfect, right? Make sure you're just practicing the correct thing so that you can actually perfect the correct thing, right? But right now, as I am looking at this gold chart, we already look like we're having a really good setup for an entry right over here. So I'm going to do a little quick scalp over here because, you know, it's early morning and I don't want to stay in this market for too long. So we are currently in the Asian session, right? And, you know, I just want to mark up this little institutional candle, right here. On the 1 minute time frame, you can see that it has already given us the 3 candlestick rule, where you have 3 bullish candlesticks or 3 bearish candlesticks. More likely the market is pushing towards the direction of the candlesticks, right? That's called the 3 candlesticks rule, if you didn't know about that, right? So we can see that on the 1 minute time frame, that's exactly what we're having. And I'm using a lower time frame because I am scalping, right? And it looks like I'm already late, a little late for the entry, right? Let me just see if I can start entering a little positions right over here so that it doesn't reverse against me, so that I don't miss the trade, right? So let's just see how this goes. Gold has already gone back to test the lows at the bottom that it failed to break at first, and then now it's going up. If you were not in the, you know, free signal group, I did give that as a swing trade, right? So it was kind of in drawdown for those that had entered. So I'm just taking advantage of that little drawdown that it has to find another good entry to capitalize on a small $100 account, right? You know what? Small accounts, you can't really swing trade on a small account, right? Unless you get a really good sniper entry right over here. So we have entered our positions right over here, and let's see how much we can make from this trade. I'm targeting that high at the top right over there. Okay, not bad. I'm going to close it right over here because it has gotten to a little resistance spot. As you can see, I think it's going to drop from this spot, and it's almost hitting the target that I wanted. Though it's just $35. You know, I'm just going to close all the positions right over here because we just want to grow the account, right? We have added, you know, $35. I think it's going to drop down. It's going to either, you know, break out or reject. So I want to see if it's going to break out or reject, but I'm not going to use the profit that I've made on this small account to test, you know, whether it's going to break out or reject, right? It's going to be better if I just close the trades and then, you know, wait and see if it actually breaks out or rejects. Then I can go in for a second entry. Let's just wait for another entry. I want to do a little quick scalping, right? We're going to see momentum at 9 o'clock. Obviously, when you are growing your small account, you always want to use proper risk management. You already know that as a good trader, right? So it has gotten to a spot where I'm actually interested in. So here at the zone, what I'm looking at is, you know, the probability of it retracing to the bottom again, but I don't want to miss the trade, right? So I'm going to go in for an early entry, you know, with a little bit of a tighter stop loss. This is a really strong zone. It tried to break it yesterday. It could not break it. So it shows that the sellers don't have power in this market, right? The buyers are in control of this market, right? So it's going to take much for them to really break the market to the bottom. If anything, the market on gold is just going to shoot up to the top, back to probably these entries, you know, our initial entries for the swing trade, right? So right over here, I'm just going to go into this trade and, you know, try and capitalize. We have $149 in the account. Let's see if we can take this to 200 before we close off this video, right? And wait for the New York session so that we can trade Nasdaq. You know what's up, right? So, okay, it is exactly a few minutes. That's 6 minutes past 9. I got a little carried away. You know, I could have added more positions to this market, but it has indeed moved up to the top. As you can see, we have managed to take our $100 to $210, right? Which is actually not bad for the start of the morning, right? No, mostly I look for my setups on the 5-minute time frame when I am in a scalping trade, right? But overall, I think gold is going to shoot up to the top. It's going to just, you know, break all of these zones. But overall, right, we've had a really beautiful month. You know, we have traded, you know, really good this month, and I am looking forward to seeing those 30% results that I've asked for as we enter the new month. If you haven't been journaling as a trader, make sure you always do that, because it's one important thing in trading. If you don't have a trading plan, make sure you get one, because as a trader, you can't ever, you know, just randomly start trading. You need to have a plan that you follow, right? But if you did enjoyed that video, don't forget to hit the like button, turn your post notifications, and subscribe to the channel. You feel me? With that, it's been Tino, and I'm out. Peace.